Gemma Collins was seen breaking down in tears in her new documentary as she expressed her fears that having a baby could trigger her self-harm. The TV personality, 41, became emotional as she discussed the possibility of starting a family with fiancé Rami Hawash in her Channel 4 show Gemma Collins, Self-Harm and Me, with the star stating, "I don't ever want it to come back." The candid one-hour documentary which aired on Wednesday also sees her partner Rami, 48, express his shock at having caught Gemma cutting herself 10 years ago. During the film, Gemma and her on-again fiancé sit down to discuss their future in emotional conversation, in which the former TOWIE star initially shares her fears of her self-harming returning. She said, "In the back of my mind, because obviously we do want to go on to have a baby and stuff, and I feel very happy with you and very settled with you, and I think always in the back of my mind you think, is it gonna come back?" Elsewhere in the documentary, Gemma once again opened up on her desire to have a baby with Rami, with the star became emotional again as she shared her worry at potentially having postnatal depression, which in turn could trigger her need to self-harm. She explained, "Because I now want to go on to have a family and stuff, I was always scared." Gemma choked back tears as she continued, "It's not like a normal conversation you can have with someone as they're thinking, is she fit to have a baby? It's one of those things, do you know what I mean?" She added, "I suppose Terry's just a part of me." You hear about people have postnatal depression, I don't ever want it to come back. It's scary. It's very, very scary. Meanwhile, discussing her relationship with Rami, Gemma told her therapist, "He knows me very well, he knows Gemma. Has normal." As her therapist replied, "Has interested in you," Gemma went on to add, "massively, which is surprising but nice at the same time. It's lovely. He genuinely likes and loves me." And amid their recently rekindled romance, their relationship was not without its difficulties in the past, as Rami recalled catching Gemma self-harming 10 years ago. The businessman detailed coming home and walking into the kitchen to find Gemma standing with a tea towel wrapped around her arm with blood everywhere on the floor. He explained to her, "I could see that you'd done something to yourself, that you'd cut yourself. So I washed your hands and you started crying. And I was shocked." Gemma admitted she never wanted to kill herself, and would cut herself as a coping mechanism to relieve pressure. She explained, "It was never about you, it was never about any of that. It was to do with me. Obviously I was going through something and the only way I could relieve the pressure was to cut myself. I never wanted to kill myself, that never went through my head. It was like a coping mechanism for me. So when I just obviously, suddenly got famous and then people were coming up to me every 5 minutes. The pressure, the build-up, I couldn't express myself properly." The documentary sees the TV star looking back on her history of self-harm, which she struggled with for 2 decades. Gemma said, "I don't know why I self-harmed, I don't know where it came from. I don't understand it. This is why I'm making this documentary, I want to finally put it to bed. It's going to be really tough at times, but I am ready to find out why I did it." She added, "The public don't know Gemma, they know the GC. Everyone sees me as this strong character. I'm actually a very soft, sensitive person, very few people get to see that side of me. I first self-harmed when I was at school. It was just something I did in private for 20 years. I haven't cut myself since my early 30s. After my 30s I think I went on to a different sort of harm with bad partners, bad relationships with food. It's all different types of self-harm. Elsewhere in the documentary, Gemma visited a support group in Essex to hear other people's experiences of self-harm. She also met Caroline Harrow, co-founder and CEO of the charity Harmless, which provides support to people who do, or might be at risk of, self-harm. After attending Harmless Centre in Nottingham, Gemma said, "When you come to these centres no one's getting judged, it's like a sanctuary for people who self-harm. It just made me realize that people are there to help, and I just sort of at the same time, kick myself because I wish I'd been able to get that help years ago or been brave enough to ask for the help. I could have saved myself a lot of pain." At the end of the film, the star told of finally finding peace with the pain in her past and looked toward the future as she said, "I've definitely made peace with it all. And that's why I'm ready for the next chapter. I want my children, I want the cat, I want the dog, I want my child. I will hopefully be the best mom on earth, but everyone says that, don't they?" For support on dealing with self-harm see mind.org.uk/self-harm or call Minds Confidential Infoline on 0300 123 3393. For further help or advice, please visit https://www.channel4.com/4viewers/help support.